Hi, my name is Raven Eldridge, and the title of my presentation is Driving While Intoxicated. What would the world today be without cell phones? Cell phones are an intricate part in how we communicate with each other today, especially text messaging. It is so convenient to send a quick text to someone, and it's even to the point where people text so much that they cannot stop texting while they're driving. And if you take a close look at the people around you, statistics show that if there are 5 people in the room, which we have here today, then at least one is at fault for texting while driving. And if you're between the ages of 16 and 34, statistics show that it's probably you. Now, I understand this topic because I have been guilty of it myself. Texting is very addicting, and I've also done my research on the topic as well. And so today I would like for us to discuss the need to break the habit of texting and driving, how we can come up with a solution, and also the consequences of our actions. Okay, first let's begin by talking about the need for a change. The concern is the risk that people take when they choose to text and drive because it is dangerous and it increases the chances of being in an accident. Now, signs that a driver is texting behind the wheel is if they're swerving in between the lanes, they're constantly glancing down and back at the road, or they're not driving the speed of traffic. Now, even with all the stories of tragic car accidents, there's still a great number of teens and young adults doing it. And it's because they feel like they're good at multitasking. A survey done by AT&T showed that 77% of young adults feel confident in their ability to drive and text at the same time. But if everyone was so good at it, then why are there so many reports of accidents happening on the road? Now, on August the 1st, 2012 of this year, Alabama became the 38th state to have a ban on texting and driving, but it's only for drivers under the age of 18. And the state representative, Alvin Holmes, was quoted saying that he was against it at first, being the ban, but then he recanted his story when he himself witnessed a young girl nearly being killed in an accident with an 18-wheeler. And also, Governor Bentley stated that it doesn't take a lot of common sense to know that you can't text and drive. And in 2011, 23% of auto collisions were involving cell phones, which amounted to about 1.3 million crashes. And there's even a story done by the New York Daily News that talked about a Texas college student whose last words prior to driving off of a cliff saying that he quoted in a text message, "I need to quit texting because I could die in a car accident." Now, he miraculously survived, but it's still a prime example of the dangers of texting and driving. Then we have talked about the need. Now let's focus our attention on the solution. Now, who says you have to be in constant contact with people all the time? If you think that you can't wait 5 extra minutes to text back to Bob's latest joke, then you're wrong. There are several variations of solution available that can appease the need of our safety on the road and also the driver's desire to text in a timely fashion. The simplest, most effective solution is to simply put down the phone until you've reached your destination. However, if that's too difficult, then there are other ways to solve this issue. Just like you set your phone to vibrate or silent when you're at the movies, in important meetings, and other places where it's frowned upon, there are applications where you can have auto response to text messages. Advancement in technology helps with things like OnStar, AT&T Drive Mode, and Shoutout. Now, with OnStar, it's a hands-free voice-to-text service using Bluetooth connection, and it connects to the phone. So once a text is received, it reads it out loud to the driver, and then when they respond, they choose from several pre-programmed messages, and they respond back with that. And with Shoutout, it's very similar to that. However, instead of the pre-programmed messages, you just create the messages as you go. And with AT&T Drive Mode, it's just simply once you receive a text, it just automatically responds back with any message you choose. However, it varies from, "I'm driving right now, I'll respond when it's safe." But if you don't even want to use any of those plans and you still want to send a text message, then just wait till it's safe and just pull on the side of the road and send your text message and get back on. After coming up with a few helpful solutions, let's now look at what would happen if this plan were implemented and if it weren't. So if you choose to implement some of the plans available, you're giving yourself and others a lesser chance of being in a car accident. And if you feel that you shouldn't stop texting and driving for whatever reason, then there are consequences you could face. In Alabama, the texting ban, if you're caught texting and driving under the age of 18, then you could face fines up to $25 for the first offense and then $50 and $75 for the second and third offense. Plus, you can have 2 extra points added to your driver's license. And even bigger than a fine, you could kill yourself or other innocent people, and we wouldn't want that. So, after discussing possible consequences, let's now sum up our discussion. I hope you were able to see the need for a change in the trend of texting and driving. We've discussed the need to change it, solutions to the problem, and also consequences. One of you could be guilty of texting and driving, but you're not invincible, and we aren't either. Someone could lose their life. And recently I saw a sobering commercial, and it showed a simple LOL text. It was the last message an 18-year-old girl would read before she crashed her car and died. Don't accidentally end your life over a simple LOL text. Thank you.